Hi, and welcome, beautiful humans. Welcome to the holidays, no matter what variety that you choose. It's that season of light of all kinds. And I just want to say welcome and something very radical. Something like, what about if we entered our hustle happy, sparkle demanding end of year Olympics for holidays that we didn't need to be anything other than what we are, to experience this tradition, no matter what it is, of love and light differently, right? You absolutely do not have to be calmer or thinner or happier, more spiritual, more grateful, wealthier, more organized, none of that, in order to actually deserve some rest and gentleness and kindness. You already qualified just by virtue of the fact that you are human, and we can choose this. So for the next 12 days, starting December 13th, I want to invite you just to join me, and let's not do performance or self-improvements. Let's do something different. Let's do 12 tiny experiments in being human, humanely. Let's use some compassionate curiosity, fueled by a bit of fun, and you don't have to have any pressure, no perfection. You don't have to do anything, actually, except maybe consider not continuing to suffer a quiet life of desperation and obligation. How about that? Okay, so each day I'm going to offer another tiny experiment in simple, compassionate, curious humans being for us to explore. And you'll be here if that lands for you. And you'll try it if you want to. And you'll keep it if it works for you. And you'll gently release what doesn't work for you. And you'll be the judge of what lands for you and is valuable to take forward. This is not about fixing anything. It is about finding one's more happier, relaxed, comfortable, authentic, real self. In amongst all the holiday demands and pressures and obligations and traditions. But this is not about doing more. It is actually about doing less. And what would that look like? Well, again, 12 tiny explorations with you, one a day, for reclaiming our power and our magic to create a better life experience, beginning with the holidays that we've all learned to celebrate, however we've learned to celebrate them, and the obligations we've picked up along the way towards that. Perhaps by the end of this, at Christmas Eve, which I do still celebrate, yes, it's about birthing, right? Not only my faith tradition that I grew up with, but it's about birthing something special together for 2026. Let's call it co-creating a creative and sustainable and joyful, you-centered self-care factory. One that works for you, that you will build and co-create with me as you see fit. And it's not a system, not my system, not a prescriptive system. It's an invitation to discover what really supports your nervous system and your body and your life and your heart. So today, why don't you sign up? Starting December 13th, every day for just a few minutes, we'll do a tiny experiment in being human better. So, want to celebrate 12 days of doing Christmas differently with me? I hope so. All the deets are below. I hope to see you very soon, December 13th.